To give you an idea, just flying Riley down to me costs about $600, give or take, round trip. So that gets a little bit pricey. Don't get me wrong, I love hanging out with you guys, but that gets a little price little pricey. It's not till 2016. All right, Jasmine, we'll see. Ask me again in 2016, and we'll see where we're at. Most likely, if things are going well in 2016, it won't be a problem, but we'll see. All right, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a pretty decent carrot spawn here. We got 32 carrots. Carrots, of course, no problem here on Agrarian Skies. Not at all. Just wish I could take some of these over to Magic Farm with me. I desperately need them over there. Oh my god. Alright, so we got a bunch of chickens all hiding in the corners. Am I missing any eggs? Any eggs at all? I don't see any eggs. We got any neutral mobs yet? Angelus, I kind of just dropped Let's Plays completely, unfortunately. I love my main channel. I love doing Let's Plays. I love that stuff. Playing video games has always been something I've enjoyed. The problem runs in last year when I made my first channel in 2011. I didn't really know how YouTube works. I didn't know a lot about it, so I just kind of did everything on my main channel. And unfortunately, that caused a really wide demographic. Basically, everything was on my channel. So you had people who liked Skyrim, but they'll only watch Skyrim. You had people who like, some of my other Let's Plays, but they'd only watch those. You have people who'd only watch my Battlefield stuff or only watch my COD stuff. And the problem with that is it gives you a really large base, but the people will only watch certain things. And because of that, you're technically growing, but it's very difficult to really get anywhere because you're just so fragmented. So I ended up making my Minecraft channel separate because I wanted to have a kind of a laser-focused channel. I wanted to have a very narrowly focused channel that was really only one thing and one thing only, and that way it was really easy to keep my demographics the same. That way everybody who was interested in Minecraft would be interested in the channel pretty much completely. And you can see that it worked so much better than my main channel, unfortunately. The problem with it then is well, at that point, then I needed to kind of split my time between the two channels, and then plus live streaming. My main channel just kind of got left in the dust, unfortunately. So it just kind of sucked. So at this point, not sure what we're going to do with the main channel. I'm probably going to just drop down and do reviews and things along those lines because I don't really have, unfortunately, much time for anything at this point. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I haven't quite given up on everything yet. We'll just have to kind of see where we're at and see what we want to do from here. So that's more or less what happened. Not only that, I just didn't like Thief. I didn't like Thief at all. I played it that one time, and I liked some of the mechanics, but the combat blew. And with the combat sucking, it just killed the game for me. I mean, I understand it's not a combat-oriented game, and I'm completely fine with that. That makes sense. The issue that I had was simply the game just wasn't... How do I say it? Running around and just looting things and hiding from people wasn't fun enough for me to keep playing the game. Let me put it that way. Great game for people who are into that type of stuff, but I just... The completionist in me had me wanting to go around everywhere and collect all of the stuff everywhere, and it just simply took too much time. It was ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't just, 10 or 20 minutes. I mean, it was like hours for each level, and then even then, you're still missing things, and it was just like... I'm fine with some nooks and crannies. I'm fine with some stuff that's hidden, with the need for me to go and look and find certain things. But there's a fine line between like completionism and just being fucking tedious. And unfortunately for me, it felt like to me that Thief was a little bit more on the tedious side of things than it was on the fun side of things. And I know there's a lot of people who will completely disagree. You like what you like the games that you like, and I'm completely fine with that. But you know, for me personally. And then that's the other reason why Let's Plays as a channel for me are kind of rough, because, you know, Let's Plays take a lot of time. You know, you're going to be playing this game or series of games for months, and, you know, sometimes you like a game when you first start playing it. It's a lot of fun. You start a Let's Play on it, and then 3 weeks down the road, you can't fucking stand the game anymore. You don't want to play it. You don't want to log in. You don't want to play the quests. You just hate the game. And I bump into that a lot with some games. You know, I like them at first. They're fun for kind of a short duration, but once I put a little bit more time into it, I don't like it anymore, and then I don't want to play it anymore. Well, then I stop playing it. People get mad because, well, you know, you started a Let's Play on it. Why aren't you finishing it? And it sucks because, you know, I feel like I'm letting people down, but at the same time, I don't want to play the game. And if I play the game anyway, then you guys can kind of tell I'm not enjoying the game. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's kind of a pain. So, you know, it's just one of those things that I think for my play style, for my ADD style of gameplay, where I get bored of things real quick, I think doing reviews is a little bit better of an idea. Because with a review, you know, you review the game, you talk about it, you know, you play it for a couple hours, you know, you get a good amount of input in it, and then, you know, you talk about it, and then you're done with it. And then that kind of seems, at least for me, to be a little bit more my play style. That way, if I get bummed, you know, if I decide I don't like a game, then I'm not hurting anybody's feelings, I'm not making anybody mad, and, you know, I can kind of jump from game to game. The other thing is, you know, something that I never thought would ever happen is when I first started doing YouTube, I love video games. I played video games all the time. And so I wanted to do something that would allow me to kind of turn that into a business, turn it into where I could actually play for fun and possibly maybe get to the point where I can make it a living. Well, the problem that we ran into was over 2 years, you get to the point where you can't play video games for fun anymore. You only play them for a living. And when you only play them for a living, it kind of sucks because then you can't just play a game for fun anymore. And so, you know, we kind of got to the point where I kind of needed to mix things up a bit. I kind of would like to get back to where I can play video games for fun. And, you know, as much as I enjoy games here, I want to be able to play video games for fun. Like Dark Souls, you know, I just want to play. I just want to enjoy myself, you know. And so I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to just turn the Let's Play channel into more of a review channel, more of a first look at channel, and then I'm going to be playing, I'll be doing stuff there. I'll be playing the stuff on streams so you guys can see that, and, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Minecraft's going to be my focus. Time and time again, it's shown that's where... that's where the interest in, that's where my content is most enjoyed. That's the type of stuff that people appreciate the most in the masses. And so that's what we're going to end up pretty much sticking with long term. So hopefully that answers your question. That was a little long, it was a little convoluted, but hopefully that answered the question that you had. All right, so today what we're going to be doing in Agrarian Skies, unfortunately we're going to have to be going through... that's how we're gonna have to go through and do a bit of grinding. We need to get a bunch of materials. One of the first things we need to get. Normally, I would just skip right to the autonomous activators and then start doing the that whole setup with the sieves. But we kind of need to get some other basic materials. So what I think we're gonna end up doing. Let's. I think for the book we need, what is it? Leadstone conduits? Is it? Fluid ducts. So for the fluid ducts, we need the opaque fluid ducts. So for these, we need copper and we need lead. Those are pretty easy. Let's see. What do we have in our chest now? We have copper. That's pulverized. So I'm going to go ahead and take these and make those into the finalized product. Now we need lead, and I'm pretty sure we've got some lead in here somewhere. Right here. So we have pulverized lead, and then we have crushed lead. And then right here, I thought we had some more copper. There's crushed copper, there's broken copper, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's start turning these into ores. So that's going to give us copper ore gravel, which we've got right there. This is going to give us copper ore sand, and then this is going to give us lead ore sand. All right, we need to put these two, well, maybe not yet. We got our hammers. Let's put these two right here, right there, and right there. We're just going to go straight up. Get this stuff all the way up. Okay, there we go. Slayer, I'm not sure what we're going to do with Sub Saturday this weekend. My sleep schedule has been kind of butchered recently. I do have goals this weekend for for May, to turn my whole stream schedule up a notch. So we will be streaming a lot more than we have in the past. I don't know if I'll be hitting 12 hours all the time. I'm going to try and do 6 hours a day, every day that I stream throughout May. Wait, is this dust or is this... Yeah, I don't need to do dust, damn it. Okay. This is sand, so this is what we need to do. We are going to, however, do a 18-hour live stream every time we break 100 subscribers. So right now we're at 164 subscribers. When we break 200, we will do an 18-hour live stream. And that's one of the things that I can do for you guys. That will be... It'll be intermittent. You know, you're not going to get one of those every 2 weeks, but we might be able to get one every other month. That'll give me time to rest and recuperate. And I'm going to try and work in some specials and things along those lines where I maybe do 10 or 12 hours. So we'll kind of see how things go. All right, so we've got copper and ore dust. Thankfully, we also have a smeltery. Hopefully, it's still got some lava in it. It's actually getting kind of low. Nothing in here at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and put all of this in, let that cook down. The reason we're doing these on the dusts in the smeltery, for those of you guys who didn't watch Sky Factory last weekend, at least in Sky Factory, and I'm assuming here that it doubles. So that's the way it works. Jessman, people unsubscribe periodically. So yes, the number goes up and the number goes down. At the moment, right now, we have 164. So once we break 200, even if we drop to 199 before we get, or 198 before we get to the 18 hour, I'll go ahead and do the 18 hour anyway. It's just hitting the benchmark is what we're talking about. So we just got to get that 200 benchmark. Okay. So, oh, it's nighttime. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. D'Angelo, honestly, I don't know if I can do 20. I know I can do 18 hours, no problem. But 20 hours, I don't know about. We'll see. Okay. That's done. Let's put these in and put that in. That should be enough. This, I just realized no, it's lead and copper. That shouldn't make anything bad. How much do we have in there? We have 18. That's enough to dump out. We'll pop that out. Thanks, Jess, man. That's usually what it is. People just, not everybody's got not everybody's got the money to be able to subscribe, and I completely understand that. When I was in college, I spent most of my months living on like $100. So I completely understand. It kind of sucks. It's don't worry about it. Never feel like you have to subscribe. Never feel like you have to support. I completely understand where some of you guys are coming from, where money's tight. Because believe me, I've been there myself. It sucks. You got to do what you got to do. Don't worry about it. Do what you can. Just having you guys here is awesome. I love having you guys on the stream, being able to hang out with you guys, being able to talk about things. Just chill and relax. That's support enough. So there we go. All right, so we got 8 copper in here and we got 1 lead. Unfortunately, neither of that is going to be enough for the Big Daddy tank. So we're going to go ahead and reverse these real fast. Put the Big Daddy tank right there, put that there, and we'll cycle these out. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, college is expensive, man. I remember dumping, good God, just books was like $800, $900 a semester. It was absolutely insane. And I'm going to try really hard not to get into a why I hate college rant, but let's just say the whole brick and mortar college stuff that's in the United States at the moment, I really am just not a fan of. There's a lot of stuff that's just messed up. It's a for-profit industry, in my opinion, instead of an education industry, and I think we deserve, we owe our kids better than that, but people don't really care what I think. Oh, I just don't like the fact that kids can spend all this time in school and learn basically nothing, or there's people out there that legitimately want to learn, and the coursework is set up in such a way that it's not there to teach you, it's there to make money off of you. It's there to keep you in school for a certain amount of time. It's there to kind of, oh, well, you're not a this or that, so you can't do that. When in reality, it should be about teaching, not the other way around. Sniddle Elf has donated $5, and he says, half now and half when you pronounce autonomous activator correctly. Autonomous activator. I can say it correctly, just for whatever reason. Autonomous activator, it's not one of those things that rolls off my tongue very well. I don't know why. I have a hard time with that. All right, so let's get the servo running. This one should be pretty easy. This one is iron, glass, and redstone. I've got the iron. We've got redstone here. We just need some sand. And I always, for some reason, forget how to make sand. Oh my god. I think it's... Wait a minute. It's... Okay, where's the cobble? Cobble. Take cobble, smash it with a hammer, get gravel, and then from there we break that, and then we get sand. There we go. Takes me a minute for me to flip back over. Oh my god. Now people are picking apart my individual way to say autonomous activator. Oh well. Autonomous, autonomous. Who cares, man? Who cares? Alright, so now we've got our sand. Let's put this in our furnace real quick, make some stuff, and get there. There's our raw plastic. No, I guess my biggest issue with education is, you go to college, you've just done high school, you've just done your histories, your sciences, all of that stuff, and then you get to college, and now you've got to do more history, you got to do more science, you've got to do stuff like acting or art appreciation, you've got to take a foreign language, you got to do all of this stuff, and it's like I understand they're trying to give you a broad education for, because they feel that is good for you and it's a better for you. But not everybody needs that. I don't believe everyone needs that. I believe, at least for me personally, there's a lot of folks out there that get bored through that stuff and can't make it through the bullshit. They want to just get to the stuff. Teach me what I need to know to do the degree I'm signed up for. I don't need to know what happened in the Civil War to be able to code. I don't need to know, maybe what a Van Gogh looks like to be a manager in business. You don't need those type of things, but, you still have to spend $20,000, $30,000 learning stuff that I wouldn't say is useless, but that you just don't need. And it's I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous to me. But again, like I said, that's my opinion. We got another $5 donation from Sniddle Elf, and he says, I'm a man of my word. Here's the rest. Also, boobies, because boobies. Thank you, Sniddle Elf. Love you too, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. And that kind of puts you as the top donator for the day. Unfortunately, you throw them up in two separate entitlements, so the automated program won't bump you up. But between you and me, sir, between me and you, sir, you are the best. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, we need to get some food in us. Here's some carrot juice. Let's drink this real quick. There we go. Now, I got a buddy who went to college. He used his whole GI Bill to go to college. Then he went to law school, and then he went and got his master. And it's just like, He's got like, he had like $120,000 worth of debt by the time he got out of school. He had to sign up for a military contractor job just so he could make enough money to make back the money. Like, he went to the military so that he could pay for his school. Then when he got out, he had to go back into the military as a private contractor, not in the military, but as a private contractor, so he could make money to pay off the rest of his education bill that was supposed to be paid off by the government for just serving his country. It's just like, I hate it. I hate it so much. But like I said, I have a tendency to rant and rave when it comes to colleges and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the schools. There we go. Need one of these. All right, let's clear that out. Perfect. All right, that's going to give us our next achievement. So there we go. Let's claim reward. We got another goodie bag. We got another heart. We have a new top donor for the day. Yote Slayer, firing shots, knocking everybody off. $12 donation, putting him as the top Big Daddy. He even went over the top of Sniddle Elf. And he says, just because I'm the best. So Yote Slayer has proclaimed he is the badass. He is the badass. So there you go. There you go. Well done, Mr. Yotes. Well done. All right, so I think we've got another heart around here somewhere. I could have sworn we did. Maybe we used it last level. I'm not sure. We got another $5 donation from Vermula. He or she says, can't get enough. Love your series, Pyro. By the way, Chocobo scared my friends. Awesome. The Chocobo is nice and scary. He's not as scary as the Riley Soar, though. The Riley Soar, when people subscribe, now that's fucking scary. You don't want to get eaten by the Riley Soar. That's just messed up. That's just messed up. All right, we got some stuff. Let's see what's in our goodie bag. I'm gonna try and put some of this stuff up so we can make sure we have plenty of room for this. Give me just a second. I don't want to accidentally fuck up and lose our goodie bag's contents. All right, that should be enough. Here we go. Goodie bag. Not so good reward. 2.1% chance to get this reward. Full heart. Hold shift for more information. Oh, that is fucked up. That is, whoops. No. Do you want to turn on sticky keys? No, I want sticky keys to fuck off. Click to close. So we got the rotten heart. That's the second time Jaded has trolled me with his shit. This is fucked up, man. This is fucked up. All right. Throw the heart off. As far as I know, it's useless. I'm not gonna even dignify it with holding an inventory slot up. Damn it. Damn it. Thanks, Yos. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out and supporting. I appreciate it. Snit. I have not tried the Direwolf pack. A lot of some of those packs feel very similar to me. Personally, up until recently, I would have said I would have probably gone with Monster if I was going to do another pack other than some of the ones I've done. The problem with a lot of those packs is a lot of them, they feel very similar with the exception of a few small things. And I usually like to try and find a pack that's a little bit different or does something a little bit unusual. So that's kind of why we went with FTB Horizons this rotation. And when I mean this rotation, I mean this update. Usually FTB redoes all of their mod packs every time there's an update. So when 1.7 comes out, they'll push a bunch of new updates, and we'll get a bunch of new mods and totally different names. And I'll probably do a new mod pack then. They usually, Minecraft updates about 4 times a year, and the mod authors update about twice a year. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Mojang keeps changing drastically the way the mods work. So 1.7 is out now, but most mods don't support 1.7. 1.8 is coming out soon, I hear, and that's going to change things up completely once again. So it'll be, I don't know, it'll be kind of interesting to see how it all goes down. I'm looking forward to the next wave of packs. I liked Unleashed a lot this time because it was completely different, but I don't know. There was a lot of stuff in there that just kind of drove me crazy. So it is what it is. All right. So now we've gotten this reward done. So that unlocks that. We've already got that unlocked. I think. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, we did that. So now we need to do the autonomous activator. And I think, yeah, there it is. So we need an aqueous accumulator, autonomous activator, and then a vacuum hopper. Vacuum hopper, this right here is basically all of you need to more or less automate the process that we've been doing over here with the dusts and all of that stuff that takes so long. So I'm going to go ahead and grind up all of this dust real quick. It's going to take a few minutes. I'll continue to answer questions on the chat while we wait, but we'll see. We'll see. I tried. Snit says, I got you. I tried Horizons and it can go fuck itself, my opinion. Fan-made Enderman, that's all I have to say. Yeah, I mean, when Horizons first came out, I really liked it because it was challenging. There was a lot of new stuff in there, but as I kind of got further along in it, there were just so many... At least initially, there were so many bugs in there that it was very, very frustrating. You know, trying to figure out rotary craft. And I'm all for mods that want to be realistic, or they want to have kind of a challenging setup to where you have to kind of figure things out or do math or whatever. You know, I'm all for those. My only issue is when it starts getting to the point that, you know, fun is kind of hampered. And I think I do like Rotary Craft. I like some of the ideas and I like some of the machines. I just think some of the stuff in Rotary Craft was a little overcomplicated, and I think that was some of my frustration with it. So it is what it is. Awesome, Jess, man. Sounds good. Thank you. Ah, yes, Angelus. I remember Horizons, the MMO. That was... I never bought that one. I think that was one of the few MMOs. Back in, like... From 1997 through 2000, I was an MMO junkie. Like just it was disturbing how much I played MMOs. So that's actually part of the reason why I ended up playing here, or I ended up doing this stuff now. But I kind of got disenfranchised with MMOs back in, I guess it was, I want to say Guild Wars 2 was the last one I had any excitement about. And even then, I was pretty sure it was going to be bad. But, you know, most of the stuff that I used to like MMOs for, the things that I used to play MMOs for, really enjoy them, is gone now. You know, it doesn't work. The stuff it's not there. And everything nowadays just feels like a giant treadmill, you know. And, I mean, all MMOs have a certain amount of grinding. That's kind of, unfortunately, the way they do content. But... there's grinding, and then there's just being a dick. And it seems like a lot of MMOs these days, they're not about fun anymore. They're not about giving you a challenge. They're just about being a dick. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm not real big fan of that. Pyro, have you ever tried Terraformacraft? Yes, I did. I had a series on it a while back. It was an interesting mod. I liked some of the ideas behind it. Unfortunately, there was just some stuff with it that was too frustrating. I think it took me 5 episodes to make a pickaxe, and then I broke the pickaxe in like 10 minutes. You know, I'm all for things being hard, but again, it kind of goes back to not being a dick. I think if you're going to make, I mean, it's kind of like the whole Gregtech stuff. You know, I am perfectly fine with you making it challenging, but like one of the things, you know, remember earlier when I said I would have played Monster, except up until recently, now I hate Monster. The reason why is... one of the things in Monster is IC2, Gregtech's or the guy who makes Gregtech has kind of taken over the mod. So he does a lot of the stuff in there now. So a lot of the game mechanics have kind of been tweaked. So back in the day, if you made a solar panel, you wanted to pick the solar panel up and move it, you simply used a wrench on it. Well, you can still do that, but now it has a 20% or a 10% chance of breaking the item. So you just spent all of this time making your solar power, you try and move it, and now it breaks. It just, oh my god, it infuriated me so. I was livid. And it wouldn't be so bad if the stuff wasn't so expensive, but he's changed all the recipes now to where they're ridiculous. Like one basic solar panel was like an entire stack of iron. And I'm like, really? I gotta spend all this resources, which I was fine with. They're less efficient than other mods in the pack, and then you're gonna rate me by making my shit disappear. Really? Really? So that kind of disappointed me with Tech. I mean, like I said, I'm perfectly fine with a challenge. I play hardcore a lot. You guys know I like things hard. I just don't like things unnecessarily tedious for just being a dick's sake. And I think, you know, no offense to the guy who makes Tech. I'm sure he's a wonderful person on the inside, but sometimes this mod makes me think he's an asshole. That's my personal opinion. Everybody's got their own.